We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Reds baseball starts right now. Tyler Mahle, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping in, Ryan Braun. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
Batting second.
Here's Brock Holt now.
Brock Holt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out to left. Aquino is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. First at-bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
No balls and 1 strike. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 for Christian Yelich. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Eric Lauer is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
For the
At
Reds,
the plate, number 4. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Lays off 2-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Taylor is there, one away.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Has a look, now the pitch. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Batting fourth.
Stepping into the box, Mike Moustakas. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Liner in there for a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
The left fielder.
Boy, talking about
Number
making
44.
a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
Castellanos over at second. Moustakas at first, 2 out in the inning. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Aquino brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Count remains 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Reds leave one. We are still scoreless. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Omar Narvaez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Ball one. Inside and low, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hit back toward the mound. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, that's a pitch right there to split finger that needs to be buried, and it was not executed. Left it thigh high, and as an offensive player, that's what you're waiting on.
Here's Eric Sogard, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A bullet to first base. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
The right fielder, number 15, Tyrone Taylor.
Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
Taylor, a 25-year-old. This is his second year as a major leaguer. The pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And strike three called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Brewers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Aristides Aquino. Only one hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
Number 44.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Struck him out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
In is Joey Votto now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. The average for him at 267 on the year, 25 homers and 74 RBIs. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And up next, the former Philly shortstop, Freddie Galvis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. So far this year against Southpaws, Galvis is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. 2-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Heading out towards shallow right. Taylor is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We'll move to the third with no score. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Arcia.
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Standing in, Ben Gamel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamel.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden, the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Eric Lauer shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. To second for one. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the one.
Up next from Milwaukee, the first baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan Braun now, and they're runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Moustakas has it. Galvis. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We played 2.5. No score on the show.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the third inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. At the start of the day, they're one of the most dangerous groups of hitters in baseball, ranking first in the league in both home runs and slugging percentage. But this is not just a team full of bruisers. As one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup that are multidimensional. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can leg out a double or triple when they find the gap. Safe to say this is a well-crafted offensive unit, guys.
For the Reds,
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Kurt Casale.
Pitch on the way. Kurt Casale is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
The pitcher, Tyler
Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Mahle, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Holt for one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
now batting.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Digging in for his second at-bat, number 4. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be two. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
The batter.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So the runner at first here with two gone in the inning, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Oh, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Into the box now, Brock Holt, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
High in the air out to center field. Number 4 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. And here's Christian Yelich now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here it comes. Line hard, but foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing in a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Comes set with the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 7, Eric Sogard.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. Ready with the 0-1. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Milwaukee leaves one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
The right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
The batter, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So now to the plate, Mike Moustakas. As he'll take a look at ball one. Moustakas matches up here in this one against his former employer. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Standing in now, Aristides Aquino. High chopper to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it's much easier to lay up the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
The 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
1-2. Here it is. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
For the Brewers,
Thank you, Heidi.
Number 15. Tyrone Taylor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tyrone Taylor is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Number 4 is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Now in the box, Orlando Arcia. He drew a walk his first time up. Here it comes.
Outside. That's
Arcia is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving towards first base. This is interesting.
3-0 to him now. Three balls, one strike to Orlando Arcia. Bases are empty, one man out. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. He comes into this one at 248. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Weak grounder down the line at third. Scooped up. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds' offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
For the Reds, the first baseman.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Now here's the pitch. Windup and the 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Freddie Galvis. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-0. Hit softly on the ground to third. Right to him. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Riding in once again, Kurt Casale. First pitch on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
The pitcher, number 30, Tyler Mahle.
Into the box, Tyler Mahle, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip.
No, you don't want to push me too far. Stay low, low, baby, you was messing with a star, right?
New inning set to get underway, and next will be the pitcher, Eric Lauer.
The pitcher, Eric Lauer.
First pitch coming, here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 0-2, here it comes. To short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The first baseman, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one runs up high, ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Hit on the ground out to short. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brock Holt.
So stepping in, Brock Holt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Left side, but well foul. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So striding forward now, number 4. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Number 4.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. One and one to the Reds leadoff man. Two and one. And the 2-1. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. The 2-2. Skied into very shallow right. Taylor has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 2. Nick.
Stepping into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Suarez, left field and carrying well. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, the 198th of his career. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead. Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Alex Claudio, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 58, Alex Claudio. The batter, number 9, second baseman.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, he has a 3-for-12 line. He also has 1 home run. Fouled off. Still only 1 out in the inning. Hard sinker misses 2-2. Claudio has registered more than 80 innings of work, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. The 2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. Home run number 39 on the season for him as the Reds move out in front now 3-0.
Yeah, the manager was looking for that lefty-lefty advantage, but someone forgot to tell the guy in the box that he was at a disadvantage because he just unloaded on that thing. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. Doesn't matter what side you're throwing it from.
The batter, number 44.
At the plate now, Aristides Aquino. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be fouled. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Seared down the first baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Three runs already home here. Lifted in the air to center. Gamble is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit back up the middle. Arcia fields it cleanly. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. Reds out in front, 3-0. Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
To the plate now, Omar Narvaez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Nobody out, runner on first. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And here's the 3-2 from him. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Eric Sogard.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Sogard, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And another throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First offering on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. A bouncer up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. None left for Milwaukee. They trail in this one 3-0.
Your
Zach
attention,
Brown
please.
gets the call from the
Now
pen to take over on the mound and start the home
Number
seventh.
66, Zach Brown.
Last half of the seventh here,
Leading
and
off
that'll bring
for
in
the
the
Reds,
veteran catcher, Kurt
the catcher.
Casale.
Kurt Casale.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball one.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Now the 1-0.
Ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Down the third baseline. A dive. He's got it. He's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course, he did that too.
So here now is the pitcher, Tyler Mahle. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 4. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First pitch on its way.
Counts 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
No strike.
2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. The 2-0 on the way. Strike taken. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 8th inning coming up. The Reds are on top, 3-0. Ready now, Tyrone Taylor. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
15, Tyrone Taylor.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a liner, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Ready once again, Orlando Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Here's the fourth hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Now batting, Ben Gamble, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
Nope, that's inside.
Runner at second here with one man out. And it's fouled away. The 2-1 misses down below the knees.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. One out and a runner on second base. He pulls this one into right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And they're going to put the tag on at third. He's out trying to advance, and that somehow becomes a double play to get him out of the inning. Home half of the eighth straight ahead. The Reds lead it 3-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. J.P. Fireisen will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Lorenzo Cain will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First offering on its way.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the 0-1. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
Now batting.
The best ones have that
Second
late
baseman.
action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Ready with the 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled away. The 1-2.
2-2 the count.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 44.
Coming to the plate now, Aristides Aquino. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I got the count. 2-2.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Reds are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Raisel Iglesias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 26, Raisel.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Lorenzo Cain.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
In now, Ryan Braun. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next,
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
First pitch coming, here it is. Brock Holt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
High in the air down the right field line. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Brewers down to their final strike. Brock Holt now with a full count.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Reds have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Reds win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Tyler Mahle earns win number 4 on the season. Raisel Iglesias records the save, his 37th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
the final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Brewers, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.